Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to de-anonymize or identify people that visit your website, find them on a personal level, get their information so you can contact them, and contact really high intent visitors from your website. I built this out for a ton of clients, and I'm just going to walk through how the setup process is, the entire thing, and then you can basically build it into your business yourself. So, hopping right into it, this is going to be what we're using, vector.co. It's completely free. You can set it up. It's awesome piece of software. Okay, and they do have a more dear pricing plan. Not free, obviously. So there's a different pricing plan, and that's their like I guess lead magnet or like entry gateway. You need the free one for now. And then what you want to do is go there, make an account, log in, of course. This is a YT account or it's just like a fake account. So I'm going to like get rid of it because obviously the internet's a funny place and they're going to like destroy my my information, all this shit. So yeah, this is just a fake account to demo. When you get in, there's a few things you have to do. The first thing is take this script and you have to add it into your website head. And just to clarify, right, the website head is this here. If you see this, so if you click inspect element, right, and if you have a dev or if you're tech oriented, you kind of understand this. You have there's like your website is made of code, and inside the code there's a head element which you can add it to. And as you can see, it's a head element, so you add it to the header here. And I'm just going to close this. So add it there. Then what you want to do is you want to connect your Slack as well. So you just add Slack. It's very simple. You just sign in, give it the access, and start posting Slack notifications. And this is what it looks like. I'm just going to have it like on the side because I don't want to DOS what where I am in and all this shit. So here it is. You have basically an account identified. So the company, you basically have the type of visitor, you have their LinkedIn, etc. And this is kind of what it looks like into your website. And obviously, if you're posting on LinkedIn, YouTube, if you're doing anything of the sorts, you basically can use this and it will start tracking people that come to your site. So you have really high intent visitors. And then you want to set up the segments. I'm going to kind of wing it, but not completely wing it because I need to, of course, understand what I'm doing. But usually I kind of build this stuff out and then I figure it out afterwards. So you basically want to set up a trigger, right? And this trigger is just basically all site visitors that visit the site. You get basically a trigger, and it'll start running this flow. So change trigger. Like you can see, there's a few different ones here. Building a custom audience in market context doing research, static CSV. That's fine, but you just need all site visitors completely free. And then what you want to do is you want to add in a Clay integration. So you come in here, you click Clay, you click settings, you click set up webhook, and all this stuff I'm going to show you what to do now. Right? So you click set up webhook. There's going to be one here already because I was trying to build this out. You click add an endpoint, and what you have to do is you have to go into Clay now, right? And you have to basically have an import webhook option for where you can basically put in this webhook, right? And I'll show you now. So if I just click add, you click monitor webhook, it'll start creating a source. And then what you want to do is you want to copy and paste this URL up here. There's a bunch of other stuff. I just ignore it, right? Put this in here. I'm just gonna put delete for later. You want to set up, just have it all events, and you just create this like this entire thing, right? And then what you can do now is you can basically send a ping just to see what the data looks like. And so if I come over here, uh, close this, run this ping, and then you basically send an example, and this is just to make sure it works. And this is the type of data you'll be getting inside your Clay table. If I come over here, here we are, 18th of March, of course, and this is the type of data you will be getting. So company, page URL, UTM term, etc. All this very, very nice stuff that we can all kind of be in love with, and we can contact them. Right? And then what you want to do is, with this, you want to start building out the rest of the table. I'm going to just use my one as an example because I actually have data like populated inside, and I can show you what it looks like. So basically, you have all this data here: first name, full name, title, company, location, etc. And for me, anyways, and this is relevant to basically anybody that is a certain, like if you want to identify your ICP, because everybody that visits will not be your ICP. So I basically identify if they're a B2B company or a B2C company. And of course, I only work with B2B companies that have like a certain offering of like maybe 2.5K plus, and they have some proven case studies, etc. And they're not in certain industries. Generally, because like web development is hard for like emails, software is like, it depends on the offer, mobile development, etc. Cybersecurity. But the idea is to just identify if these people are in your niche and if they're in your criteria and if they actually like work as a whole, right? And then from here, what you want to do is, I'm going to skip this for the time being. If you are given a first name and a last name and full name, you can basically put it through an email permutation thing. And these softwares will look for the email for you. And to put myself as an example, like if I wanted to find my email, I would just put liam@mtos.com. And then you would find my email because, well, my name, my first name is the prefix of my email. So what this basically means is, for some reason, this damn bar is not pulling, right? What this basically means is if you have this information here, you come over and then you can go through this and then you can look up this like custom waterfall setup. And then you can validate the email afterwards. You have the valid invalid status, and then you have the master email as well. So what this basically means is you can get their email and you can contact them if it's this specific person. This is just Lead Magic, Find Email, and Prospio. Oh, yeah, there we go. Why is that? Okay, we're going to put this over here because it seems to. Oh, okay, lovely. Right. And then from here, what we want to do is we want to then, if we do not have the name of the person, we want to basically broad shot the company and see if we can find anybody that might be interested in this. And of course, this is like complete broad shot because they might have employees and literally might be a random person. Like there's a lot of things it could be. So I'm just gonna move this here. So pretty much, I used an Apollo import. I attach my API key, and I can just basically send over, and I can look for particular headcounts. And like this is the chief executive officer, CEO, CMO, CRO, CBDO. There's the vice presidents. There's founders, owners, and the idea is we're gonna broad shot. We're gonna guess it's one of these, and we're gonna hopefully find them, right? And pretty much what's going to happen is this will only run if B2B is equal to yes and the first name doesn't exist. Because if the first name exists, we can try find the email. And from here, what we do is we then write this to a different table. So as you can see, we just write it to a different table. And what this basically looks like then is you have the full name inside this table because you got it from the Apollo export or enrichment maybe with the Clay integration. You have the email, obviously not actually the email, so we're not going to use that. And then location, LinkedIn profile, company domain. You basically then put it through the same process of looking for the email, which is you generate some email permutations, you put it through some validation, and then you use like Lead Magic, Find Email, Prospio, see if you can find the person's actual email address, validate it, and then you have someone to output to actually contact inside the business. As you can see here, we have 1 out of 3. So that's like a third hit ratio. It's not too bad actually. Curious if that will map out, but this has been really good because just to give you a brief overview, right? If you have this running in the background, even if you don't want to set this entire thing up, you can just listen to the first half of this video and just integrate it and then just leave it there. Like my clients have literally gone in and they've just seen people popping up and they're like, oh, this guy's an ICP, perfect fit. I should contact this person. Next person is like, okay, maybe not. And the next person is like, perfect fit, ICP. Like I'm going to reach out personally on LinkedIn to this person. And you're like, you can do that now. And it's like it gives you a way more targeted approach to your outbound. So this is the vector.co and the Clay kind of setup. I do have a link in the description, basically of just me basically pitching you guys on me building this stuff out for you, maybe running some lead gen. I do cold email as a service. If that's not up your alley, no issues, guys. Okay, there's plenty of other stuff on the channel to watch. I put all this stuff out for free. So if you found that useful, drop a like, drop a sub. I'm gonna keep posting stuff like this, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or anything else like that. And otherwise, I will see you now. Bye.